Leaky Mouth, fix it up with Orbit! Proud new sponsor of Leaked Gaming. Just kidding, guys. What's going on? My name is Kyle, and we are dropping on in here to Retail Row, or Corso Commente. What did that say? I don't remember. Sorry, my Italian sucks. That's what I'm trying to learn it by playing video games all day. Anyways, welcome to Fortnite. Again, my name is Kyle, and we are with Leaked Gaming. We dropped on in here to Retail Row, into the residential area of this, and this game starts off pretty fast-paced in the beginning. We get a nice little kills in the beginning, and the end, let me tell you all about the end, because the end, we've got some lessons for you. So right here, anyways, we are about to encounter our first enemies, or our enemies are about to encounter us. Now, I don't have a shotgun. I got some kind of crappy weapons here, but we got the AR. I hear this guy running up here. Get him through the door with a nice headshot and drop him before he can get 2 hits on me. He did take my shield. Here's his buddy, the little nutcracker hiding in the bathroom. But notice how my buddy who had a shotgun rushed him and went to the right, and I stayed to the left and peeked to the corner there. Again, our case in point of our theory of split and attack, or come in from 2 different sides, 2 different angles, same kind of deal. So we knew that they came out of that house to our right because that was the closest house that was to us, and they were running in that front door, so we assumed that they came out of that house, which is why we went to this house on our left here rather than going to that one. There's no reason to loot a house that's already been looted. So we dropped through here, got our chests that were in here, healed up on our shields, checked to make sure nobody was around, and there we go. We see a couple people sneaking behind some trees. Now, these guys were crouched down as if they were trying to hide from an enemy off to the right-hand side here. However, I don't know exactly. There was nobody over there that we could see, but we blocked them off and attacked them from here. Now, notice how I immediately put up walls right after I killed that first guy there, which ended up blocking my teammate here, Nighthawk, but you want to attack from different angles every time. So, you know, I killed the first guy, and the second guy may have known where I was shooting from, so I put up walls to make it so that we were both shooting from a different angle now when we were attacking the second guy, so he wasn't necessarily ready and prepared for us there. So, that is the reasoning behind that, and it looks like from here on out, we did take over all of Retail Row here. We've got it all to ourselves. And as we continue to loot, I have a little bit of a tip here for you guys as you guys watch the video go through here. Change your button scheme. So everybody tells you to go through to Tactical Pro layout, right? Everybody knows that. Everybody knows to try and do that. Same with any game you play, really, even Rocket League, anything that you're competitive with, people tell you to change the controls. What people don't tell you is that you can customize every button on your controller under the accessibility option on PlayStation. I'm assuming there's the same thing on an Xbox. So what PC players do is this. They customize their mouse buttons, they customize their keyboard commands to be something that they're comfortable with. So something that I just recently switched on my PlayStation was change my R3 button and switch it out for what the X button does. So instead of jumping with X, I now jump with R3, and instead of squatting with R3, I squat with X. Because think about it. How often do you jump and need to aim at the same time? Like, all the time. How often do you need to squat down and need to keep your controller on the movement stick while you're squatting down? Not very often. Not nearly as much as with you jumping. So what this does is it enables you to jump while keeping your finger on your aim stick or control stick, your right analog stick, so you can aim and continue to fire and shoot, especially with a tactical shotgun while you're jumping around. This has helped me win a lot of battles. Again, in the beginning, rather frustrating. You're probably going to lose a lot of battles for a little while you get adjusted, but once you get adjusted, I mean, it literally took me, I don't even know, 5-10 matches, really, before I got comfortable, and then after a couple days of playing with it, it's like I never switched in the first place. It's like I've always been playing like this. So, now back to the gameplay. Right here, we see that somebody knocked down this house in front of us, right? So they're tearing down the whole thing. We're trying to figure out what in the world. They just tore a whole house down, and we're trying to run after them, but we do hear shots behind us. We think there may be somebody back there. Obviously, right now, as you can see, I don't know where they are behind us, but we are pinched. We're in a bad place. There's other shots off to our side. So I tell my teammate here, Nighthawk, let's just rush these guys in front of us because I don't think those guys saw us. The guys behind us may see us, but I don't know where they are. We've got some distance on them, so let's just keep running and watch out. But we can't stand here and fight. We got people all around us at this point. That's a really bad place. So we're trying to find and run up on these people that were in front of us as I'm watching our back from the people behind us. I tell them here, don't go to low ground, go to the high ground here. The low ground, that doesn't make sense. Stay high as much as possible. Stay high, 420, you know, just kidding. Anyway, stay on the high ground as much as possible. I crack myself up sometimes. I can't even stay focused. And right here, we're trying to look and see where these guys went. And these guys in front of us completely disappeared that knocked that house down. I still don't know where they went. They may have run down in the river and gone off to right-hand side or to the left, but they clearly didn't go in front of us because they're gone. So we're trying to get out of this low ground as fast as possible because we know there's at least one team behind us, whoever survived that team fight behind us. We want to get out of this low ground. It's a really bad place. And we run out here as fast as possible, and we're paying attention again, looking around all over the place because we're trying to outrun the storm as well as outrun 2 to 3 to 4 teams. Who knows? There's a lot of people left for the size circle that it is right now, and it's closing in quickly. So we're trying to get to a good place. It's closing in on this big giant mountain. There's probably already people set up there, and we're paying attention for that. This house was already destroyed. I saw the back half was destroyed. We decided to run past it, and shortly after this, we hear some sniper bullets. Correct, right here. So there's guys off to our right somewhere. There's a guy running up on the mountain in front of us, and there may be people down in the town to our left, so we've got to be very careful about everything that's going on over here. There's a lot of places to get pinched here. I see that there's one guy up there on the mountain for sure, but it looks like there was some loot on the mountain as well, which means either he killed someone else or that sniper that was sniping off to our right shot that guy. As you can see the loot up there right now. So I'm assuming that that guy that's running up the mountain is just solo by himself. His teammate got killed by the sniper. That's my assumption. We're going for this drop. There's at least a team behind us, we know. There may be a team off to our left coming out of this town. So we're trying to get up on this drop. I'm checking here. I build up high to make sure there's nobody hiding in this little ramshackle, whatever, falling apart fort. You know what I'm talking about. This little hobo fort, okay? So there's nobody in there. We decided to build up on this drop here just to try and protect it. I blocked my back's end from being shot by the guy on the mountain, and I know there's a sniper off to our front side there, so I want to try and block that as well and be careful, keep my head down. We thankfully get a beautiful rocket here and some shields, which I should have just drank the 50 instead of the slurp and saved the slurp. It would have come in handy later, but whatever. I gave my teammate the regular 50 because I thought he needed it. Didn't need it after all. So anyways, we're expanding the fort again. Always be expanding, always be building around little areas here. Make sure it's never the same. You're just keeping your teammates at a disadvantage here. I decided to drop my teammate some rockets because he had run out. Gave him those 10. Drink my potion, and I tell my teammate, hey, dude, go up top. He's trying to find the rockets. He lost them, apparently. So, you know, some people ride the short bus, but he's trying to... I told him to pay attention to watch out so people didn't run up on us. He didn't really get in there in time. So we've got to be aware. I know there's got to be more people here. I know there's somebody on the hill right there in front of me now and off to my right here or straight in front of me there, and I'm sure there's probably people behind us. So I block all these other sides as I'm trying to peek there, so the only people that can come up are the people behind us, which are coming up on the low ground. I know that guy's on the mountain up there, but he's not really shooting at us. And now I see this guy running around back here. Now, I know there's at least one. Maybe there's a team of 2. I don't know. There's a handful of people left. There's got to be people all over the place. I don't think anybody's going to be coming up from behind us, rushing us right now, but we got to watch out for sniper fire and rocket fire. So I try to throw some grenades, bounce it off the tree. Don't quite make it over the mountain. Just keeping an eye to make sure nobody's rushing us. But this guy is the immediate threat as he's the closest. No one else is shooting rockets. Everybody else is just trying to snipe each other and us once in a while. So I see this guy building. This is the guy we need to focus on. I don't know if it's a team of 2 or just 1 still. We're not sure. Trying to throw some grenades down there. Try and hit him, but I didn't really hit him at all. Get rid of all these grenades. Empty out a free slot in my inventory. My teammate shoots a couple rockets down here. And the storm is about to begin to close in. So what do? We decide to just build up a little bit higher here and prepare for this guy to rush us here. Again, blocking my back from being shot there, but this guy's going to have to run out of the storm here in just a second, so we're waiting for it. And I don't even see his head here peek up in the storm, but he gets a couple shots in on me as he's running out of the storm right there. I jumped down, thought I was going to take damage, begin to run, and he quickly ran up on my teammate here, which actually that was a different guy that was rushing us apparently. That was 2 up there, so I shoot him down. I thought that was the other guy, but I wasn't sure. He got up there rather quickly, get a nice scar drop, and keep on running, only to find out that there is the other teammate there. Quick switch to a shotgun, quick switch to my tac shotgun, get a couple hits in there, and he hits me with a freaking dance grenade, dude. A dance bomb as my teammate bombs him with the RPG. I wasn't able to pick up any of his stuff, but we made it out of the storm, barely. And we're pinched here. We got the high ground above us, and we got people behind us with high ground, which are, I don't know if they're rushing us or where they're at, but we're trying to hug the bottom of this mountain to make sure that we limit our chances of being shot. So my assumption at this point is those people that were across the mountain range from us have run up on top of this mountain here that's right next to us and are engaging with the guy that's up there, whether it's 1 or 2 guys up there, but there's going to be a team up there for sure. This circle seems to be closing in on Snobby, so we loot these houses which haven't been gone through yet. Again, watching our backs, placing some traps here just in case anybody decides to run up on us.
which nobody does. But we get a nice med pack, which is a really nice opportunity here, and we get to heal up. My teammate still got a little bit of shield. We move to the next house, again, keeping an eye on that mountain, as we know there's at least somebody up there, at least one, possibly two, and there's probably people already set up in Snobby. So I drop some more rockets for my teammate, all the while trying to peek and find these guys on the mountain. I still don't see where they're at, but we decide to run and try and make it behind this wall back here, and as we do, we start getting sniped. So again, building some walls as we're running across, getting yourself a little bit of protection here, and keeping an eye on what's in front of us. So as we run behind this mountain, this guy almost snipes me. I don't know how he got this angle, but that bullet was close to my head. He must have been on the far right side of that mountain to be able to get a shot like that, because I thought I was well covered. But here's another team here we see right up on top of us. So we're, again, pinched in a really bad place again. So I decide, okay, let's get up here, get a little bit of fire on them as my teammate was shooting rockets at him. We'll put some pressure. And there's guys up on the hill, there's guys here, those guys are probably going to engage and get pinched, right? So we decide to back up a little bit, retreat, and get a little bit more of a setup here, because there may be people further in Snobby setup, which there looks to be a base there behind me to my left. So we jump up and build a base on this already established house. Again, like I tell you guys, use an already established place, structure to build your base, and you have much more durability that way. Plus, you get up some levels already without having to use materials, again, like I said. So I get a nice little shield here, which is very helpful. Trying to keep our base built as they're firing rockets, we're firing rockets, just trying to keep a little bit of, some structure here so these guys can't just shoot rockets directly at us. We got some walls to block us here. My teammate helps me a little bit, and we've got to pay attention to that base behind us, because I'm sure there's somebody in there, but they're not really fighting. They're just kind of staying dormant. So I hit here, hide here, grab this little shield potion, which brings me back up to 50, which is a nice little boost. Keeping pressure on these guys in front of us who are shooting at us. All the while, I'm trying to pay attention to these guys behind us, because there's got to be people back in there at this point is what I'm thinking, but they're not shooting at us. I don't know why. And so I should be doing a better job of blocking my back, but these guys in front of us are really putting on some pressure. And it's kind of making it really tough to focus on anywhere else. But here, I block my back, and we're focusing dead ahead on the guys in front of us, as they are the guys putting the pressure on us. The guy behind us is a little bit laid back. He's not really too aggressive of a player. These guys in front are super aggressive, even though they're getting pinched, I think, between somebody else behind them, or maybe they're the only team left. There's only 8 at this point. So there's a few teams left. We're just trying to pay attention. They're shooting some grenades in on us. I'm trying to bust this wall down before that rocket hits. So notice how I did that. My teammate, I saw the rocket was shooting. I was trying to get the wall down at the same time as the rocket hit so we could get 2 walls down, or the wall and the ramp. Didn't quite happen. But try and work together like that. If you see your teammate shooting rockets, make it a little bit more effective, so he's not just taking out 1 wall. You guys take out 2 walls at the same time. And I notice I'm running low on resources. My teammate's out of resources. We're kind of in a bad place here. And again, we're pinched. There's a team behind us and a team in front of us. So I tried to collect a little bit more resources. The storm's about to close in on us here. We're going to have to rush these guys on the hill. I'm trying to cover my teammates back, make sure that guy in that base is not going to come out. These guys up here are still battling amongst each other. He gives me a little bit of couple shots here. I end up being able to drop him, which is beautiful. So we get some time to push here as we get a little bit of an opportunity. I couldn't quite finish him off at that point, but it gives us an opportunity to be able to push as the storm is moving in while their teammate is picking up their other teammate. So that's always good. So we're raining down some rockets. I see him going to res his teammate. I decide, okay, dude, it's time to push. We got to get up closer. We got to get some ground in the circle here. I hop up on here, paying attention, and I see this guy running out of that other base there. Try and put some fire on him. He sees me, see him. He's doing a good job of blocking it. I know I got a little bit more time from the guys on our right, but not a whole lot, so we got to be able to start blocking here. This guy was building up on me. I tried to block him. He decided to bail out, and he tries to run away, missing this wall here, giving me the kill off the right ankle. Got the Achilles heel there and dropped him there. My teammate's rushing up. We've only got 2 teammates left. One of them's only got 30 health because he just got rezzed. So we rush these guys, again, getting the high ground here, trying to find where they're at. This guy gets some good hits on me. That high ground actually gave me away by building that ramp. He knew right where I was coming from, but I get the drop with the headshot 104. There's only 1 guy left running around in here somewhere. We can hear him. We don't know quite where he's at. Can't find him, can't find him. He's hitting the jump pad. My teammate says he's jumping down and hitting the jump pad. Now this may be a little bit of an opportunity, but not too much because you got 2 guys on you. And again, we're getting hits on you now that we see your strategy. I decide to build up and guard the jump pad as I see him running around, try to take his teammate out, miss a couple of shots, and then decide, oh, here he comes. And there is the final kill, dropping Eliminato, Cajun Queen, whatever this guy is Colin MacPipe. Oh, Colin MacPipe just took my MacPipe, I'll tell you what. there's the W. Thanks, guys, as always, for watching. This has been a Snobby Shore win. As always, thank you. This is sponsored by Orbit. I am going to go ahead and get some food because I'm a little hungry. Thanks, as always, for watching. Catch you guys tomorrow.